In this video, I'll show you two different ways to create a custom checkout with Elementor and AOV checkout plugin. Let's get straight into it. For example, this is a custom page created with Elementor. We can add our featured image here. We can add our promotional video. And here I've just added our checkout form here. Again, we can just customize the content in and around the area of our checkout form. And to achieve all this, you can go ahead and download the all-in-one checkout plugin. Just head over to aovup.com, or I'll leave the link in the description below. And with that being said, let's head over to our dashboard. All right, so the first approach we'll go with is we'll create a custom checkout page. So this is great when you're running any kind of sales promotion and you want to drive prospects to that particular sales page. And then in the second method, I'll show you how to create a global checkout page that will apply for everyone. So let's get straight into the first method. So the first thing we need to do is just make sure we've got Elementor installed, and also make sure we've got the all-in-one checkout plugin installed by AOV. So I've already got both those two prerequisites. I'm just going to dive straight in to creating my custom checkout. So I'm going to head over to AOV and then AIO checkout for all-in-one checkout. All right, and then we'll go ahead and create a new checkout flow. Just going to select this particular checkout design here. Since this is for a sales page and we want to embed this into a sales page, I'm going to preload the product directly into this checkout, right? So there's no need for the customers to add it to cart, view the cart page, then the checkout page. We just bypass all of that. Everything's just preloaded directly into the checkout. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and search for my simple sofa product, which is this one. We can create a custom thank you page. We're going to bypass all of that for now. We can go ahead and customize the field. So we can add extra fields here. We can add conditional fields and so on. So for example, if we only wanted to display this first name option based on certain criteria, we can go ahead and add our conditions here. Just going to remove this, and this was never enabled, so that's fine. But we can hide certain fields. We can even hide certain sections. So it's up to you how you go ahead and customize this. Since this is a sofa product, I guess we will need the shipping information. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to hide this section, and then for this billing, we're just going to say billing and shipping. So we'll combine the two. So once you're happy with everything, you can even turn it into a multi-step checkout by adding a new step here. And then we can create new sections and add new fields. All right, so I'm just going to leave everything as default. Let's go settings. Let's enable this checkout. Let's give it a name. Let's say sofa sales page. We can add a custom slug if you want, and this is great if you want to send them directly over to this checkout page. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to embed this checkout form using Elementor. And we can add a custom text. So we can say pay now. And we're going to be running a sales promotion for this particular checkout. So I want to automatically close down this checkout. Let's say the 1st of July, right? So when it's the 1st of July, the checkout will be closed. No one will be able to check out. And we can show a custom message. So we could say something like, unfortunately, this particular promotion's expired, or we can redirect them to a different URL. And so how you handle this is up to you. Now let's navigate back over to the general settings page. And now I'm going to go ahead and copy this shortcode. So just click get shortcode under actions here. That's been copied fine. And now we'll create a new page. Right, I'm going to create a landing page. Let's see if I've got any templates. No. So we'll start from blank. Let's create a basic layout quickly. We can just search for shortcode. We'll add it here, and then we'll just paste in our shortcode. And then we can add some countdown timer. Again, we can use Elementor to add a countdown timer, but I want to actually use it directly within the all-in-one checkout plugin. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Elementor to display the payment logos underneath here. Again, we can do that directly within the all-in-one checkout plugin, but we want to incorporate Elementor some more. So we'll say, okay. So hopefully you'll get the idea. So let's publish this. And let's go ahead and view it. Okay, and when we refresh this page, here we can see our sales page, right? So you get the idea. We can embed the checkout form, and then we can utilize Elementor to add that design styling in and around our checkout area. So let's quickly add a countdown timer, right? Because we've automatically set this checkout to close on a specific date. So we can go ahead and add a countdown timer here. So let's okay, so the countdown requires the pro version. We can still add some scarcity. So to do so, we'll just click on settings, and then we'll just enable our countdown timer here. This is in minutes. The maximum minutes is 60 minutes. and then we can customize the message and so on. And we can choose what happens when the timer hits 0. So let's just hit save. And let's go ahead and refresh this page. And here we got our countdown timer. So it happens when the page initially loads. Since I've already been on this page for some time, I've only got under a minute left. Okay, so as I said, this is the first method. Now the second method that you might want to consider is quite similar to this one, is we just need to head over to our original checkout page. All right, so let's go cart, and then we'll go proceed to checkout. All right, so to customize this page using Elementor, all we need to do is just go ahead and edit this page and just edit with Elementor. Just to give you a heads up, you will need the Pro version to be able to edit the checkout page using Elementor. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and continue to modify it using the all-in-one checkout plugin, right? So for example, we can see that this page, this checkout form here with the star icon is set as our global checkout, and we can customize the design here. So we can further customize it by changing the primary color, right? We can change the background, right? And so on. So I'm going to X this off. We can also change the layout as well, or we can even build one from scratch using Elementor. So if we click build from scratch here, since I'm using the Pro version, I can create my custom checkout using Gutenberg, Divi, or any other page builder that we're using. And for more information on this, I'll leave a link on screen to a more in-depth tutorial where I show you step by step how to go ahead and actually customize the checkout page from scratch.